Welcome everyone to another wonderful episode here, Doctors of Podiatry. Wanted to give everyone a case update on the patient with acute subacute Charcot deformity. A lot of people have been asking a lot of questions. People that can relate to this condition, or maybe not. From an educational standpoint, a lot of people have learned a lot about Charcot, and in this particular patient, we've gone through. This is, I'm not gonna, I don't want to say it's more of a rarity, but again, we're sort of sitting in an acute, subacute, not necessarily the chronic stage. Now, the last time, in the acute, subacute, more so the acute stage of Charcot, the treatment of choice is immobilization. At the beginning, we started with the cam walker, the ugly boot, and we wanted something a little bit more effective. So we decided to go with a below the knee cast, which is much better than the cam walker, the boot, because there's obviously less movement. And basically what we're trying to do, just to refresh everyone's memory, right now, the patient's foot, we have all these fractures because of the condition. And what we want is all of these fractures to basically heal. It doesn't matter if one's over here, one's over here. We want everything to heal and consolidate. And that's the purpose of, obviously, the cast. The cast is extremely effective. The only thing that I told the patient was I was a little bit apprehensive, right? Because I know that the patient needs to work, right? That's kind of like the hard part here. It's not only this patient, it can happen to patients with, fractures, ankle fractures, that they have casts on, that they sort of just need to work, right? They need to work. And it's difficult to find that happy place.
Medium.
Yeah, have the happy medium, the happy place. It's tough, so he has continued to work because he needs to, but after, and it's been, I think, a couple of
10 weeks.
No, the cast was applied it's been a week,
Tuesday.
Right? Last Tuesday. So he's had the cast on for 1 week. I think he's having an episode of cage rage, what we call cage rage, where the cage is, in this case, the cast. Rage, he's just really like getting a little, maybe
Frustrated.
We'll call it frustrated. And he's just not very happy. And I totally get it. No one likes to have a cast on, especially when you're trying to work or not, or just simply, it is affecting your daily life activities. So unfortunately, he got it wet. Let's take a look here. And he was actually, I commend him for getting a little bit crafty and using one of these carpet dryers, these big blowers, because not a lot of people would think about that very quick, to try to dry up as much as possible, because that can lead to other issues inside the cast. The skin can definitely break down with moisture. So, that was very smart.
MacGyver.
Yeah, he MacGyvered his way through that. After today, I think, and we had a very long talk between the cage rage, between, continuing to work. My concern when having on any diabetic patient, with or without, peripheral neuropathy, is to make sure they don't develop a secondary problem. And that's my only concern. So I think today what we're going to do is we're going to remove the cast, and we are not going to reapply it. At this point, there's a lot that falls on the patient in respect to responsibility, compliance,
listening, understanding what you're saying.
Everything, absolutely.
All of it.
The whole enchilada. So, when, and I was what's incredible, just so everyone really understands, what's incredible is that I reinforced this cast knowing or expecting the possibility of what has just happened here. And, you know, he broke through it, which is incredible. Check this out. Come around here. It's all boggy, it's soft. You know, it's basically at this point non-functional. Over here we're good, right? But here it's just all this yucky. So that's what we're gonna do. Remove it and then really try.
No, not try. Do.
To, and I wholeheartedly agree with him. We just need to make sure that he follows the protocol, the recipe, to make sure that this heals, you know, accordingly.
Yes, sir.
You know, in a normal position. Okay? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's stop here. Let me remove the cast, and I'll show what everyone. Let's take a look to see what the foot looks like. Okay.